Minasan konnichiwa and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So today, guys, I was doing a Instagram live stream with Gaijin Goombah the other day. It's something that we wanted to start doing as a new activity. I think we're going to be doing this monthly from now on. Every month we'll have an occasion where Gaijin Goombah and I just randomly talk about the things that we want to talk about at that timing and share our conversations with you. And today I wanted to talk about something very, very important. Gaijin Goombah, basically he asked me another favor. I once made a podcast talking about that that he actually asked me a favor, but well, technically speaking, he didn't ask me. I basically said something and he was like, that is something I want you to tell more people about. And basically, to make a long story short, what he said was that no matter how much studying he does, or no matter how much experience he has about Japan or Japanese culture and such, every time he makes videos or any kind of content, there are always those people who tell him that, well, in the end, you're not Japanese, so you don't have the right to say these things. Or in the end, you're not, in Japan, so you must not know enough, to understand the culture fully, and so on and so forth. But you can easily understand that just because you're from that country, that doesn't automatically make you a professional in, whatever you're talking about, right? I mean, there are people, for example, on instructor classes in Japanese traditional culture who are originally from overseas countries. There are a lot of Japanese people who are overseas as a professional chef at a French restaurant, for example. Why do I always say French restaurants, by the way? I don't know. The first thing that comes to my mind is always that. But, ballet dancers, sports athletes, that those sports that originally happen in that country or culture, but of course those people do it now and they're professionals. They can beat the people of the country who originally started that culture or sport or whatever it is. So it's really impossible to say that just because you're not born or brought up in Japan, you can't talk about its history and culture, right? But it seems that a lot of people tell him that. And maybe this is something that quite a lot of people suffer from. Like maybe it could be my other very good friend who's running a channel called The Shogunate. The Shogunate might also be suffering from something very close to similar to it too. But today, in this short podcast, I wanted to tell you something really important that Gaijin Goombah, among all of the other YouTubers that I've ever talked with, or I haven't actually been able to collaborate with him properly in a video or anything, but the people, among all the people that I've talked with and had conversations about Japan or Japanese culture or social issues in Japan, Gaijin Goombah is the person that I really enjoy talking with the most. The most. Now, I have a lot of friends who I've actually became friends thanks to YouTube, but still, Michael, Gaijin Goombah, is just really, really amazing on the amount of knowledge he has, his very fair opinions and his understandings of Japanese people is very clear, I think, and it's accurate. Very accurate. I've never felt anything uncomfortable about what he explains or how he expresses it to. He chooses his words very carefully. And as a Japanese person, I must say what he explains about Japanese people are just simply correct, And I really like his attitude towards trying to understand the problems or the phenomena, that happens within Japan, or basically the actions that Japanese people take, all of these things. I really like his attitude where he tries to look for historical reasons or scientific reasons, maybe psychological reasons behind it, and not just, scratch the surface and say that this is the kind of experience I had. But I guess that's just because Japanese people are very cold, that's not logical at all, right? And the best part about it is that even though he understands all of the bad parts about Japan, the cons of Japan basically, and not just the pros, he still is interested in Japanese culture and he still respects it and likes it for us. So that's the thing that I really, really like about the content that he makes, and he himself, I really respect very much. And I really want to make it very clear for any of you who are interested in Japan or Japanese culture, one of the best channels to check out is absolutely Gaijin Goombah. And also in his videos, he makes, videos related to video games or anime and manga and such. So he makes it very, very fun to study about too. And the level of his video editing is just amazing. It's like top quality, you know? And considering all of these things, I absolutely recommend his channel the most. I know there's a lot of other channels. I have a lot of other good friends too. But I personally, if I had to choose just one, if I had to really forcibly just choose one channel, it would absolutely be Gaijin Goombah's channel, by the way. I wouldn't, what should I say, take so much time to decide. Absolutely not. Definitely will recommend his channel so much to learn more about Japan. And recently, he started posting the videos that he originally would have posted on his second channel, on his main channel too. One of the videos that I reacted to, for example, about traveling to Japan and the ban of tourists, you know, that was actually posted on his main channel. So I think that's a really good change too, that he is sending out his perspective on his main channel, which I think is really, really important. Yeah, because his experience is very unique too as a English teacher in a countryside area in Japan. It's not an experience that everyone gets to do. So yeah, I just wanted to make this podcast specifically for him. Yeah, because I respect him and he's a great friend, and I want to do something more in the future. Absolutely. We were saying in our previous live stream that if he has an occasion to come over to Japan, we can do something together. I'm like, absolutely. If you're actually here in person, like in Japan, in Kyoto, for example, there are hundreds, thousands of things that I can think up of that we could do together. So that would be really, really amazing if we can do that. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, and hopefully even before he has a chance to come to Kyoto or Japan, it will simply be great if we can do something together. However, we actually haven't been able to think up of a good video that we can do. You know, I haven't been able to, you know, make so many videos about anime and video games and such, because I simply don't do that much video games and anime anymore. Ever since I started my own business and have kids now. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for what Gaijin Goombah and I can do together, it'd be great if you can let me know in the comments. And yeah, otherwise it'd be great if you can follow my Instagram account, which is also inside the description box. We'll definitely be doing the monthly live streams from now on, and that's going to be really, really enjoyable for me, because probably among all of the people I've met through YouTube, he's the person that I enjoy talking with the most, because he just knows so much, understands so much, and he basically also is flexible and understanding enough to accept all of the things that I talk about, even if he doesn't agree with everything that I say, obviously. His really kind and soft attitude really means a lot to me. So yeah, so it'd be great if you can leave me some comments, and I really hope you can share this podcast to Gaijin Goombah. He might be listening to himself, but if not, I hope you can share this podcast with him. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese, willing to come to Japan to study, travel, or work, or even train our traditional culture and such. However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future, because we're facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life trying to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, preserve and evolve traditional culture, and also help out the younger generations so they can have a brighter future. And to do this, the nearest goal I have right now is to achieve 2 million subscribers by January 2023 on our main channel. So our likes and comments help to boost our videos to new viewers who have never seen our channel before. So it'd be great if you can help us out. And by the way, by the time I have posted this podcast, I'm not so sure yet, but it would be great. But it'd be great if you can check out the description box, not just my Instagram account, but also my Ko-fi page. I will definitely be making a video on my main channel. There we go. Talking about it, and I'm not too sure. This podcast might come out first, but I actually started this new Ko-fi page to raise money for me to go to school to become a official Japanese language instructor, which is a national qualification. So I'm trying to raise money to go to school, so it'd be great if you can help me out and make this dream a reality. Once I'll be able to do that, I'll be able to start making more YouTube videos related to Japanese, maybe start online lessons, and doing live streams to teach Japanese too. So if you're interested, it'd be great if you can check out my page too. And I'll be making a separate podcast talking just about this, so I hope you can look forward to that too. Okay, then thank you so much, guys.